Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
We're talking off. You let them off their chains.
Yes.
And let them just go at it.
Yes.
Not one better than the other, just teeing off on each other.
Yes.
And I think. Welcome back to Under Oath. Top 10 bromances.
I like this.
Top 10 bromances.
Okay, well, we got to mention one off the bat, and we got to throw it out.
Okay.
Honorable mention, Jeff and James.
Oh, well, come on.
I mean,
come on. We
I
got to
mean,
pull that one off the list.
Right
That's
off.
unfair.
Right, it's not.
That's
Everyone
low-hanging
knows.
fruit. We got to let that one go.
It is, man.
The weirder, the more uncompatible they are,
Yeah.
I think the better the romance.
I agree, and I think I know where you're going.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when you think about it, I think of, when you think of Tommy Boy, for example.
That was great. Good example.
You're talking David Spade
Mm-hmm.
and our boy, I can't even say his name, makes me sad.
Farley. Chris Farley.
Yeah, Farley's gone.
Yeah,
And they were just so opposite on the spectrum with humor.
that's right.
One was an absolute sarcastic wise ass, and one was a force of nature.
Do you know what it was a throwback to?
Yeah.
Abbott and Costello.
Laurel and Hardy.
Laura and Hardy.
Yeah.
The straight man and the silly one. Yep.
Yeah.
And it works. And it works.
Brilliant.
Yeah, man.
Brilliant. You know how hard it is to get two people that fit so well together.
Yes.
And I mean, do we even have it now?
We did.
I mean, do we have one now?
Right at this very, very moment.
I think we have. The movie isn't out yet.
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
We're talking off. You let them off their chains.
Yes.
And let them just go at it.
Yes.
Not one better than the other, just teeing off on each other.
Yes.
And I'm hoping it's perfection.
Do you know why it's good? Could we just say it? As geeks, years ago when we saw the first Deadpool
We got screwed.
movie.
We got
Wait.
screwed.
Wait.
Screwed.
Not talking that one.
Screwed.
I'm not talking that one.
I'm
That was
talking
horrible.
Wolverine Origins.
Yes.
We got
yes.
screwed.
We got screwed. But
They sewed his mouth shut. Who
Yes.
sews Ryan Reynolds' mouth shut?
no one,
What genius goes, you know what? Take the funniest guy in the world and sew his mouth shut.
pretty much. And you know why I think Hugh Jackman did it? He didn't do it because he had to. He did it because a fellow actor that he respects asked him to do it.
I don't think he respects Ryan Reynolds.
You don't think Hugh
I
Jackman
don't
does?
think he does at all. I think
Really?
he realizes, he goes, wait a second.
You don't think so?
No, I know he doesn't. Because of Wolverine Origins. There's a reason why they sewed his mouth shut.
You think so?
And that was Hugh Jackman. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That was not in the original script.
So you think Hugh was like, I've had enough of this pretty boy?
He's stealing my movie.
Ryan's good though.
That's the problem.
It is a problem.
Now,
yeah.
if you're Hugh Jackman and you're going, why do people like us going after each other? Why is this a big thing? Why is this? This is a thing that everyone wants.
we want it so bad.
And he's going, it's building. He goes, it doesn't get worse. Every time we do something, people want more and
That's
more
right.
of it. Why is this
That's
going
right.
on? And I think somebody told Hugh, they go, hey, dude, your last couple movies, the singing stuff is cute. And I liked his movie.
No, so do I. So do
Okay,
I.
but they're not as popular
as yes,
like a Deadpool.
No.
And his last Wolverine, they go, well, he killed him. And they go, God, the last movie I made about $400 million. That was great. But I don't have a blockbuster in me. He goes, what would be a blockbuster?
Are you kidding me?
If I showed up and
Oh
did
my-
Deadpool.
Bro, I'm telling you, this movie has to hit.
Have we ever been anywhere where 6 months, a year before the movie was done, even coming out, we were going, we need to see that?
Yes.
I've never waited a year and got excited a year before.
I've been excited for a very. You're right about that. It's been a
The
long time.
minute they announced it, we were like,
what?
oh, it's on.
Oh, it's on. Yeah,
It's on.
absolutely, man.
So I think that's one of them. I think that's one of
That's
those
a high
things.
one too. Let's just put that out there. That was amazing.
Now I'm gonna say something because it's a crossover.
Mhm.
But I guess we can do that.
Is
TV
it crossover now?
Hold on. TV and movie, Kirk and Spock.
Absolutely.
I think that is the
Absolutely. That's one of the
And
ultimate.
even in their lives,
Mm-hmm.
they had that connection
Mm-hmm.
where even when they hated each other, they couldn't separate.
No.
And
Which is so weird because they work so well together.
they were both very ego-driven creatures.
Absolutely.
Spock thought he was the much better actor,
Mhm.
and he didn't understand. And of course, Shatner, he's got his.
But Can I give you my
issues.
take on that?
Sure.
I think they each brought out the best in each other.
I don't think Nimoy did anything that was really that memorable, other than In Search of, outside of the
Mhm.
Star Trek movies. While Shatner, Boston Public,
T.J. Hooker.
T.J. Hooker.
Yeah.
I mean,
He did a lot.
yeah. I mean, Shatner could pop in and you'd go, Denny Crane.
Yeah.
Holy jeez.
Yeah. You're right.
I mean, he won Emmys.
Yes, he did.
I mean,
He
if you would ever told me Shatner would win an Emmy, he won Emmys. We're going, wait a second, this is Shatner. I just don't know.
But later in life, Shatner was good.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, he was good.
I saw Shatner on stage,
Mhm.
just talking to people for an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and he loves it.
He
He loves
he
it.
has that thing.
And you know, it's strange. I've been in that position where I've had to do a panel for an hour, and you turn the light on,
Mm-hmm.
and then I dance for an hour,
That's what we do.
and then I get done. I mean, think of this way. I watched you do 45 minutes the other day,
Yes.
and it might have been 55. I mean, we lit you for like 10 minutes.
I know.
I'm kidding.
I go
For those
on.
who don't
I
know,
go on.
when you light the comedian, you're letting him know
Yes.
time's up.
Yeah,
And some comedians goes, I'm going through it.
Well, you like me, I'm like, oh, 20 more minutes.
Oh, I get
And
30 more minutes?
Keep going.
And I want you to know something. I watched James own this room. And when you're watching somebody just in the sky above the audience, and you're going, wow, this is something to watch. And I think it either comes naturally or it doesn't. That doesn't mean you can't be better by working on it.
That's true.
But I guarantee in your life you've never been that scared of having to dance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I call it.
Yeah.
You know,
I get that. And you're absolutely right about it.
I mean, you're going, well, what's the worst thing that's going to happen to me?
Hmm.
I know people who are deathly afraid
Yes.
of it.
My wife, she will not. She will not do it. My wife is so much funnier than me. I tried to do a podcast with her. I tried to get her to do stand up. She will not do that. She wants no part of that.
The weird thing is my daughter, I had her on the show for a couple months.
Yeah, you did.
And what was weird was I couldn't convince her that I wasn't Dada.
Because that's all she sees.
Yeah.
That's all you are.
Yeah. And it's sad because I don't see her just as my daughter.
No.
Like when she's on stage, I go, this is an impressive creature. She is amazing. She does things. She's fearless. She tees off. She's so much more talented than I am. And I can respect that.
Mm-hmm.
She hears one of my bits. Ugh. And I'm going, you're an actress. What do you think you do?
Exactly.
Do you think there's any difference from me doing 10 minutes of stand-up and you doing weird Shakespeare?
A monologue, yeah.
You know, but she doesn't see it yet.
Mm.
And I think maybe there's a weird competition that exists between us that I'm unaware of.
Gotcha.
You know, and I never think of anything I do as a competitive nature, but I can see other people, like other comic book writers, other comedians. Like you see it all the time when a comedian
I do.
doesn't like you, and you go, why doesn't this guy like me? Because he doesn't like anybody who
he perceives as doing well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he thinks he's better or he deserves
Yeah.
more. Like we heard a bad joke the other day, and it was a heckle, and the guy was yelling back at the audience, and they said, "You're on the." He goes, and the fan or the one who was heckling back said, "You're just the B side to the guy."
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the A side.
That's wrong. That's hurtful.
It was a ridiculous line.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there going, "That is one of the most brutal
Mm-hmm.
lines I've ever heard somebody
Yes.
say."
But before we have to go here, I got one more mention for a top 10 buddy romance. They work so well together. They've done it in multiple movies, and they keep making sequels to these movies. The Rock and Kevin Hart.
I like the idea, but you know what it really is?
It's Arnold and
Danny DeVito.
that's exactly what it is.
That's
yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
They go, we're going to just physically,
Physically too.
they're just so different,
unalike. Yeah.
you know, and I think that was easy.
But
I saw the last thing they did.
two very likable guys.
And there's a difference between like CIA, what was it called? Central Intelligence.
Yes.
And like Jumanji. 2.
Jumanji. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a night and day difference between how great those movies are.
I agree.
And I think sometimes a relationship can stagnate.
Mm.
And that you're no longer, there needs to be something funny between them more than just the way they look.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if they have that anymore. I think originally it got me, but I think I might be a little burnt out on it.
Okay.
I think it doesn't.
It's run its course for you.
I think it's run its course.
Mm.
On the last one, I'm going to say, and I think it was a classic one-off. It's a
Okay.
one-off. And if you have a chance, and if you really want to see one of the best bromances in a movie that is done by two of the best actors on the planet, Midnight Run.
Yes.
With Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin.
Yes, man.
If you have a chance to see brilliance in a bromance.
Was that not his first comedy?
Yeah. It was amazing.
It was good.
It was
It was good.
amazing. If you have a chance to watch it again, if you've never watched it before, go see it.
What I gotta say this real quick. Eddie Murphy, Nick Nolte.
48 hours.
48 hours.
Yeah.
It's a great one, man.
Trading Places I didn't like as much.
No.
No.
But that 48 hours,
Yeah.
that was good.
I don't know if I could buy a 48 hours too, though. I think they did come out with a 48 hours.
They did. It wasn't as good.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.